FNaF has had some huge projects over the years, from a full movie to a maze at Halloween Horror Nights to a new movie coming out this December. But there's one project I don't hear everyone talk about enough, and it hasn't even fully been brought to life yet. I'm, of course, talking about the FNaF Dark Ride concept. And I wanted to go over the history of this amazing concept and also where it could potentially go. Now, first, I think I need to go over something. What exactly is a dark ride? A dark ride is basically a certain type of amusement park ride that takes place in an enclosed building and is usually dimly lit from the name. And the scenes are brought to life through things like scenery, animatronics, special effects, and sound. There are also many different types of dark rides, like there's water dark rides, there's interactive dark rides, trackless dark rides, to name a few. Now, the dark ride concept itself was created by Sally Corporations, which is a big dark ride maker in the industry. The concept itself was presented at the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions, or IAAPA for short, which was an expo in Orlando, Florida. At the convention, we got a glimpse of what could be on this potential dark ride, which we saw this Foxy animatronic behind a curtain that looks really similar to the Funko figure. What's crazy is how this was presented in 2016, and this is already such a really cool animatronic. But the best part of this was the concept photos. The first picture is an exterior shot of what the building would look like. So you walk up to the pizzeria, you enter it, and it looks like that's where the queue is for the ride. Looks like there's also some stuff surrounding it, like there's like a cracked parking lot and some dead trees, which I guess they are gonna actually add if this ride ever comes to be real. Although I don't think we'll ever get that FNaF 4 sky. The next concept photo is the loading area. I probably should mention this earlier, but the ride is going to be a shooting type dark ride where you use flashlights. Kind of like the Monsters Inc. ride at Tokyo Disneyland. Anyways, so the loading station is themed to the office, and you board these golf cart looking vehicles with stands on them and the Freddy Fazbear logo, where you also put on these glasses to go into the ride, and overhead there's it says 12 a.m. first night, so I guess as you go throughout the ride it's different nights you go through. The staff's outfit for this ride is pretty cool. They got this security guard outfit with a purple shirt. This guy right here specifically looks like Purple Guy, which I think was intentional. Also, is that Ryan Reynolds? The third concept art we have is this. Here we can see what a bit of the actual ride looks like in the way you fend off the animatronics using your flashlight. I think this photo is just to show what the mechanism would be like, because it doesn't look like this exact shot of the 4 animatronics being right in front of you would actually be on the ride. Also, kind of random, but I noticed in this concept art, the ride vehicle looks different. Ignoring the fact that there's no roof, comparing it to the one from the previous image, there's a bunch of different details. There's the seats, and this one also kind of looks more like a police car. I don't know, I kind of just randomly noticed this and I thought I'd point it out. Next photo is this hallway where you're going through a bunch of pizza boxes, and it looks like some of them are gonna fake fall on you, which I'm guessing is gonna happen through your 3D glasses. And there's also there's a spring trap in the back over there, which I can imagine this would be the finale or the final boss fight, given how it's spring trap that you're facing here, which I don't know, that looks cool. Also, I like how there's just this Freddy plushie that looks like it's gonna move as you go. Its eyes are, which I don't know, that's a funny little prop there. I like him. The next one, and my personal favorite, this one where we see Withered Bonnie coming out of a ball pit. So it looks like a Withered Bonnie animatronic is gonna jump out of the ball pit at you and try to scare you. And this is something that I've never seen before, because I don't think there's ever been an animatronic that comes out of ball pit. I mean, there's been many underwater animatronics, but I've never seen one in a ball pit before, so this is something new. Another image we have is this Foxy appearing from Pirate's Cove. I'm guessing that this is going to be the Foxy that we saw earlier in the video at the convention. Which, in this concept art, they did make it a lot more dramatized and more action-like looking, like he's a lot more lunging at you in this concept photo. But, I mean, you know, it's a concept photo, it can be dramatized, I guess. And the final concept photo for the ride is this image of the puppet. Okay, now this, I imagine, is just gonna be through your, like, 3D glasses. It's probably just gonna be like an image of the puppet like coming out of the screen. It's like, I don't know how they make this with an animatronic to literally break out of glass. Actually, there is one more piece of concept art, but it was just at the convention. It's this photo of some of the ride vehicles. It looks like there's gonna be two different types of ride vehicles. One which is a 2-row, and one which is a single row, which that's something I haven't seen on a different dark ride before. I mean, I've seen types of cars for like people with disabilities, but like none where it's like there's one car that has like 2 rows of seats and one that has 1 row. Then we have another photo of the Foxy animatronic, and this time he's like sporting this top hat. I don't know, this is just, it's really funny. I really like this picture. I mean, why'd they publish this photo of him wearing a top hat that it looks like something Foxy would never wear? I don't know. Anyways, we just get to see this Funko figure looking animatronic out of Pirate's Cove, which is a cool another angle of it. Maybe this is an entirely different animatronic, who knows. There has also been a description created for the ride, which I'll read out here. We are a group of 6 security guards in charge of patrolling the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza restaurant. During our shift, we find that we are being stalked by a number of deadly animatronics surrounding the building. Our mission is to defend ourselves against the animatronics and try to stay alive until 6 a.m. in the morning. Our only weapons are our flashlights, which scare the robots away, and buttons on the dashboard of the ride vehicle that give us the ability to shut doors. We are always made aware of the risk that either running low on battery power in our flashlights and having to conserve power so we can operate the doors. Sometimes your team survives till morning, sometimes they get you. So, it sounds like you'll be able to use doors to defend yourself from the animatronics, which I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work. Because like it's not like stationary like how you are in like the actual like early FNaF games. So you're gonna be doing it while moving, which I don't know, maybe it'll make more sense in like the actual ride. However, the unfortunate truth about this ride is that, well, it doesn't exist. I mean, at least not yet. It could potentially come true in the future. I so badly want this ride to be real. I mean, as someone from California and still living in California, I'm a huge theme park fan. Because if you didn't know, California is like a huge theme park state. Now, for the part of the video that I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be trying to think where this ride could possibly go if it ever becomes real. Now, I think we can obviously rule out Disney, because Disney does not own FNaF, obviously, and I don't think they'd ever have like any sort of horror IP represented at their parks. Also, yes, I am aware of their past, but they don't really do stuff like that anymore. Now, one very likely contender, and one that I see a lot of people talk about, is Universal. Mainly Orlando, which, I mean, I guess makes sense because, after all, the ride concept was presented at a convention in Orlando. As which of the 3 parks it would go to? Probably Epic Universe. I mean, after all, they do have an entirely How to Train Your Dragon themed land. I mean, I definitely know it's not coming to Hollywood, sadly. Now, personally, if you ask me, I think it's more likely to go to one of the parks outside of the US. A lot of the parks, like in other countries that have IPs, they a lot of times often tend to do more like smaller ones, more rather than ones that have been around for like a really long time. I mean, there's literally a Bluey roller coaster opening next year in Alton Towers, which is a theme park in England, if you didn't know. You know, actually, now that I think about it, it would probably most likely go to Universal Orlando because, I mean, it's the largest of the 5 resorts, and it's the only one that has more than one park. To To be honest though, I think it'll most likely go to like some random like non-mainly IP based park. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I mean something like, I don't know, like Canada's Wonderland or Knott's Berry Farm, something like that. I just feel like that's most likely, although it hasn't been taken up by any parks yet to have it there. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. Yeah, hoping this does one day come true in the future, because that would be like so freaking awesome. But yeah, see you guys next video.